Hey, this is Don Kryptonium, and today we are going to deploy Education Friday. Today, I'm going to show you how to bridge from Osmosis to Picasso, which is parachain on Polkadot. But what's more, I'm going to show you how to provide liquidity there, because I know some people still have issues, but we are going to make it simple. Because Don Kryptonium does make it simple. So before we start, make sure you obliterate the like button, and now let's get some of the information. So as of now, we know that there is IBC bridge between Polkadot and Cosmos, and in reverse, okay? So I'm going to tell you all the information required to actually know about this bridge. We are going to talk about the price of the token, the market cap, because obviously everyone wants to know all of this information. This is not financial advice. As of now, I'm trying to partner also with Composable, so keep this in mind, okay? So there is few different blockchains. So on the side of the Polkadot, you have parachains. You have Picasso parachain and you have Composable parachain. And on side of Cosmos, you have Centauri blockchain, also called Composable, right? We don't have to use the one on the side of Cosmos to do anything. We can do it directly from Osmosis to Picasso. We can provide liquidity with no lockups. So let's have a look at some informations about Picasso, okay? I'm going to hit launch the app. When it comes to the, UI, it's pretty good. When we open the application, we can go to transfers, which is the bridge in stats, which is the information about the token governance, and Pablo is the DEX. First of all, let's go to the stats. And the total supply of this Pika token is 10 billion. Okay, so let's see the price of the Pika token. I'm going to Pablo, and you can see the UI is still not perfect as I'm narrowing the page, so it would be nice if the UI could fit you changing the screen. But in the swap, I'm going to check one Pika is worth 0.00078, which means the fully diluted market cap of this is around let's round it to 7.9 million. Not much of this is circulating right now, so this is microcap. And now let's go back to the Pablo DEX, to the earn phase, because we want to know what's going on here. So you can see I am earning in some of the other wallets. It's very small, I made it smaller, and you can see there are incentivized pools with the Pika tokens, USDT, Kusama, USDT, Polkadot, and Pika is not really the main asset of the DEX, and I know what Omar was saying, that the DEX is not the main product. It meant to be DEX, but I want to focus on the DEX because I think it can play some of the role. Most of the pairs is actually with the DOT. So imagine the step where you bridge from the Polkadot, because you want to use Kujira, for example. We don't have Kujira. I hope to see it soon. So you want to use the most vibrant DeFi in Cosmos, so you want to use Kujira, okay? You bridge your DOT, you swap on Pablo directly from DOT to Kuji token, and you go to Kujira. Imagine you want to buy the NFTs in the Cosmos ecosystem. You bridge the DOT, and hopefully the liquidity of that will be established soon, whereas DOT and stars. You swap to Stargaze, to Stars tokens, without going to Osmosis, and you withdraw it directly to Stargaze, And I think this main hubs, also Osmo pair is important, Neutron, so you don't have to interact with Osmosis, but you can go directly to those places. So, okay, I'm going to go to Osmosis right now. I have some of the Atom. So the pair is with Osmo. So let me swap my 9.9 atoms, maybe 9.9, sorry. So on the Osmosis side, I have $87.7 worth of Osmo, and this is the amount of Pika tokens I would receive, okay? Remember, this is estimate. On the Pablo, you can see I would receive a little less. It means on Osmosis, I have better deal. in other video I will show you how to get it on Pablo, but for now, we do the Cosmos side. I could also see other prices to make sure that's the correct price, 3.8. So let's you can see even Kusama with other pairs, I'm getting the better deal on Osmosis. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap nearly all. Let's leave some for the fees to acquire Pika tokens. As I swap it, I have my Pika tokens in Osmosis Frontier, and I'm just going to hit withdraw. It's going to send me to the multi-hop. So it's going to allow me to bridge directly from Osmosis to the Picasso. So as you can see, I choose the network. I have it here. You can do it via the Centauri. You can do it directly clicking on Osmosis. It will send you here. And then I'm going to change it to Pika tokens. So this is number of Pika tokens I have. From what I know, there is the cap on Pika tokens. It cannot be sent more than 500 Pika tokens. So if it doesn't work, it means you're trying to send too much. So lower the amount and send it. And the transfer lasts, no more than few minutes. It's relatively fast. In 2 minutes, you are going to have these tokens on Picasso, which is pretty cool because this is different ecosystem. This is not Cosmos ecosystem. So once the transfer will be processed, the first transfer it's showing you now transferring to Centauri. Centauri is the Cosmos blockchain. So it first transferring from Osmosis to the Centauri, and automatically it then transfers from Centauri to Picasso. If you choose the transfer, you can do it step by step, but it's faster if we do directly from Osmosis to Picasso. Okay, so as I said, 2 minutes later, my Pika tokens arrived. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the swap. And no matter which Cosmos wallet you connect, if you connect one Talisman wallet, because obviously you need Polkadot wallet, so you can send from multiple Cosmos wallets and it will arrive to one Talisman wallet. But that's, I guess, obvious. So this is the amount of Pika token I have. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap roughly half of this, and I'm going to swap this into USDT. That will be like my hedge, that's around $43. Okay, I like to have in the pools with the stable coins. This is just me. They're more secure, less upside, less downside. I'm not incentivizing you to do pool. And this time you see we are using Talisman wallet. So the first transfer was Kepler, but this time we are using Talisman. And after that we are going to earn. So I'm not incentivizing you to provide liquidity or anything, because obviously we can lose money. To me, it was interesting because when I saw this and I contacted them and I told them, having the certain pools like Stars, Kujira and others, it's interesting option. And for those coming from Cosmos side that actually want to provide some liquidity, it's also interesting. It's interesting alternative to the Osmosis. Osmosis function in very different way. Obviously, they will want to have asset bridge, so I assume they will enable, bridge directly from DOT to Osmosis, but that will be slightly different function. So as in Earn, I'm going to this Pika USDT pool because that's my pool, okay? And I think this layout here is quite interesting. What I'm going to do, I'm going to add liquidity, and I'm going to add max USDT liquidity, add liquidity, confirm. So the good thing about adding liquidity on the Pablo is the fact that you don't have lockups. In other cases, there is often 1 week, 2 weeks, even more lockups. There is no lockup on the Pablo DEX. So when you see the market is burning, you can go to Pablo and you can withdraw. Of course, as long as the Pablo DEX is working, because if you don't have, bridges to other places, that will be a problem, obviously. But other than that, if we assume it's gonna work, it's gonna be okay. It informs me that not everything is staked here. So I'm going again, I'm going to stake, and I'm going to stake my, wait, I don't think I did max. So I'm going to stake max of my LP tokens, approving this in the Talisman. there is one problem that I noticed. What it displays, what it should be in the amount that is received daily, it doesn't match the amount I'm receiving daily. So the calculation might be not correct. It's better. I told them about this, maybe because the price changed, so the percentage doesn't calculate much. What I noticed on the Pablo, the fees are quite high. The APR from fees is quite high here. So this is the amount I should receive. It doesn't actually match the amount I'm receiving, so hopefully that will be correction. But yeah, this is how you earn. This is how you view. And I hope this video was helpful for you to do this. It's a little long. I talk too much. Everyone knows I talk too much. But going from the side of Cosmos to the Pablo providing liquidity, relatively easy. Next time I'm going to show you to the Polkadot users how to provide liquidity on Pablo when you come from the Polkadot. With that, Don Cryptoniums out. Ironically, I think it's easier to go from Cosmos side, even though it's parachain. But maybe it's because of me, because I'm Cosmos user. With that, Don Cryptoniums out. Till the next time.